Coming up on Lexington Now, we'll tell you what's new in Parks and Recreation. There's a new bus stop in town. We'll show you where it is. And a former mayor has her official portrait unveiled. This and more up next on this week's edition of Lexington Now. I'm Sherelle Roberts, and welcome to another edition of Lexington Now, where we take a look at the news that shapes your urban county government. Summer is officially here, and that means it's a great time to get out and play or just relax in the city of Lexington's parks. And let me tell you, things are getting busy. Emily Green, Marketing Director for Parks and Recreation, gives us some tips on what you can do and how you can enjoy all that Lexington has to offer.
My name is Emily Green, and I do Public Relations and Marketing for Parks and Recreation. We've got a lot going on at Woodland Park this summer, actually. We've got Summerfest is coming back to Woodland Park this year. Starts June 30th, and it's going to start off with As You Like It by William Shakespeare. And then after that, for 2 weeks, they'll be doing Jesus Christ Superstar. And then starting August 4th, we will have Ballet Under the Stars. And the youth will be doing Tinkerbell and the Pirates. And then the main show will start at 9 o'clock. And then we have the Woodland Art Fair, which will be going on August 20th and 21st, I believe. And that'll be the usual, 200 plus vendors that will be there showing off, photography, woodworking, ceramics, all sorts of artists will be there. Plus there'll be some live music and things. And then we've got our camps going on. They started just recently, and all those at Camp Kearney, Castlewood, Kenwick. We also have Dirt Bowls coming back to Douglas Park. It started on Father's Day, and then we'll have Super Sunday later in July. So we're happy to have it back at Douglas Park where it started. We have on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, it's LexKY Parks. And then also, you can visit the website, lexingtonky.gov, where we have all the information, and we usually have showing, what's going on this week in parks. And then, of course, you can contact any of the places. McConnell Springs or Raven Run always have different programs going on. I know McConnell Springs has their junior naturalist programs, and Raven Run also has Little Explorers programs, and those are usually Saturday mornings at 10. They have different things going on, so you can always contact them to see what's going on and to register for any programs they have going on.
If you're a Lextran rider, you now have a more beautiful and comfortable place to sit on Lexington's north side. That's thanks to 11th District Councilwoman Peggy Henson and several other partner agencies.
This is definitely a time to celebrate. The restoration of this iconic garden-side bus shelter and sign has not only beautified the surroundings, it has played a key role in unifying the surrounding neighborhoods. There are a number of people to thank for this very successful project. From Jenny Miller, who 5 or so years ago, as president of the Port Royal Neighborhood Association, mentioned at a meeting in her living room the desire to restore this shelter. I think her exact words is, "Why doesn't someone do something with that shelter?" And it's something I had never thought about until that day, and immediately recognized it as a great idea.
This neighborhood was the first satellite suburbia of Lexington with the advent of cars. And then eventually it was the advent of the cars that killed the downtown and killed the buses. And now here we come full circle a little bit, and we're back restoring this beautiful bus shelter. I mean, built in the South Miami Beach style, really cool piece of architecture. And when I did my mosaic, that's what I was trying to do. And the other thing that's really wonderful about this project, because it's here in Lexington, and that was great, and but like Lextran, and the city and all these people that were working together, they kind of let Art in Motion do their own thing, and they got out of the way. Like when I did this design, I didn't have a bunch of people, although they did reject the first one, but I didn't feel like there were a bunch of bureaucrats criticizing me for no real reason, or Lextran didn't come in and say, oh no, we want it to have a big L in it or something, So it was really great that it was a very nice job, just a real pleasurable job to work with, and a lot of good people. So very happy and proud to be a part of it.
Because this is LexArt's heaven. This is private citizens, artists, historians, a neighborhood, the government, and a little bit of us, Lextran, all coming together to do something really significant and lasting. So thank you all for being here to celebrate what I think it's just sort of symbol on top of symbol. It's a neighborhood, it's coming together, and I think mass transit in our city is becoming a thing that brings us together.
This landmark structure is not only significant to this neighborhood and everything that's taking place here, but also to public transit in Lexington. This structure is an amazing example of a public-private partnership and what can come of that, dating all the way back to the 1960s. That spirit of cooperation lives on today, and that's what you see here. With this shelter restoration, the event today, and everything that's happening in the Gardenside area.
For more information about initiatives going on in the city of Lexington, you can log on to our website. It's lexingtonky.gov. And coming up after the break, a former mayor is getting an official portrait. We'll tell you who.
Hello, I'm Detective Mark Thomas with the Lexington Police Department. You may also know me from Bluegrass Crime Stoppers. I'm here to talk to you a little bit today about a new texting system that we have available through any smartphone. In the body of your message, you can text LexPD plus your tip to crimes. When you're submitting anonymous information, we ask that you include several things that would help us conduct the investigations more thoroughly, such as a person's name, their home address, possible license plate numbers, any other people involved, or why you think that they're conducting the type of activity that you believe that they are. All of those things, no matter how small you believe they could be, are relevant to the investigation. So please include those. So remember, you can send your anonymous tip information either through text, you can call the Bluegrass Crime Stoppers anonymous tip line at 859-253-2020, or you can go online to bluegrasscrimestoppers.com. Thank you.
This message is brought to you by the U.S. Fire Administration. Have two ways out. When fire strikes, deadly smoke can fill your home within minutes. That's why the USFA wants you to plan and practice home fire drills. Draw a map of each level of your home showing all doors and windows. Discuss the map with everyone who lives with you. Practice your home fire drill at least twice a year. Make sure all doors and windows that lead outside open easily. Push the smoke alarm button to start the drill. Try feeling your way in the dark or with your eyes closed. Have at least two ways out of every room. If your first way out is blocked by fire or smoke, you can use your second way out. If there is smoke, get low and go. Crawl quickly under the smoke to your nearest exit. Close doors behind you and gather at a pre-planned outside meeting place where first responders can see you. Call 911. Remember, get out and stay out. Never go back inside for people, pets, or things. Learn more at www.usfa.fema.gov.
Welcome back to the show. Former Mayor Teresa Isaac had her likeness added to the gallery of mayoral portraits at City Hall. Here's more from the unveiling ceremony.
When I think of the Isaac years, I think of the devastating ice storm she faced in her first months as mayor, and the loss of Flight 5191, which came toward the end of her term. At times during the ice storm, there were 90,000 citizens without power. And Flight 5191, the worst air disaster in Lexington's history. Lexington citizens learned they could turn to Mayor Isaac in times of crisis, and she would see them through. Mayor Isaac also improved salaries for our first responders and corrections employees. Today, Lexington is one of the safest cities of its size in the country, and Mayor Isaac helped put us on that path. So today we're doing something important. Thanks to the work of 4th District Councilmember Susan Lamb and historian Foster Ackerman Jr., we are unveiling the official portrait of Mayor Teresa Isaac. Thanks to both of you and to Versailles artist Steve Sawyer, also with us tonight. So first, we want to hear from Councilmember Lamb. Susan?
Thank you, Mayor Gray. Once again, I'm so happy that we continue to keep being a part of our mayoral portraits series up to date. This is, earlier this year, I spoke with Foster Ackerman about the need to get caught up on our mayoral portraits. And he moved very quickly and with the Lexington History Museum Board to make all this happen. So with Foster's support and help in leading the Lexington History Museum's fundraising effort, we will have completed the visual documentation of the leadership our city has had over so many years.
I've been mentioned 3 or 4 times, but I want to emphasize this is a project of the Lexington History Museum. We approached it as a grouping of the 3 missing mayors, and this is the second of the portraits we're presenting. I also want to thank those supporters of Teresa's who were already funding for her portrait when we started this. So by the time we got over to her, partly it's already been raised. And I don't know who those people are, but I'm sure you've thanked them. And we thank everybody who contributed to the total package. Steve and I have known each other virtually our entire lives, grew up in Lexington together. And when I had the opportunity to do this, I thought, he's the artist, he's the guy that I want to do this because I know the quality of his work. And you'll see it in just a minute. So thank you for the opportunity for Lexington History Museum to provide this piece of history for our city.
Ready? Let's really do the countdown.
3, 2, 1. There we go. All right.
I'm very pleased that it will be hanging in the Government Center. My service as a council member at large, a vice mayor and mayor meant a great deal to me. I was glad I was able to make the community better, and I was especially glad that I was able to follow in my dad's footsteps because he was mayor when I was 5, so I learned from him. And my son Jacob is here, and I would like him to come up. Many people remember him growing up in this building. I just want you to see how big he is now. He was frequently found wandering around with quarters and dimes and nickels at all the concession areas, and then he would come back up and visit us on the council floor. So he is actually the age now that I was the first time I ran for council. So that's how long it's been. So again, thank you to the Lexington History Museum, to the council. I'm very honored to have this portrait hanging here. Thank you.
You can view all of the mayor's portraits here at City Hall. They are on the 2nd floor mezzanine. Throughout the summer of 2016, a team of 8 MIT and Harvard students are biking across the United States as a part of an effort to rethink STEM education. They'll stop at about a dozen schools, libraries, and camps throughout the country to hold learning festivals.
For the summer of 2016, a team of 8 MIT and Harvard students are biking across the United States as part of an effort to rethink STEM education. On their way, they will stop at a dozen schools, libraries, and camps throughout the country to hold learning festivals. At each school, they will teach hands-on, project-based classes based on their passions in STEM. And this is the third year a group has stopped and spent some time here in Lexington, Kentucky at the Living Arts and Science Center.
My name is Noam Benzer. I'm an MIT grad. I just graduated. I did math, physics, and computer science. And this summer, a group of 9 MIT and Harvard students are biking across the country from Washington, D.C. to San Francisco. And we're teaching along 9 stops along the way. And this place is one of them. And this is a wonderful center. The kids here are very smart, maybe too smart for us. And the purpose of this trip is to encourage students around the country to be more excited and more interested in STEM subjects, which is science, engineering, technology, and math. And that's essentially it. We're trying to show them that engineers and scientists are not as dorky as they may seem. We can bike across the country, and hopefully we can get them interested in this cool topic that is doing wonderful things in the world.
Now, where can people follow you? Y'all got a website, Facebook page, anything like that?
Yep, we have all of the above. So there's a Facebook page called Spokes America, there's a website called Spokes America, and you can follow us on either one. And there are Tumblr and more stuff that I'm not familiar with. But yeah, there are many options to follow us. And we blog, we upload pictures, and everything is live.
As the summer weather continues to heat up, it's a great time to cool down in Lexington's pools. Here's more.
My name is Scott Sheets. I'm the aquatic director here at Parks. We have 7 pools. We have one at Picadome, which is the pool that we're at now. We have Southland Aquatic Center, which is off Claysmill Road. We have Shiloh, which is off Reynolds Road. We have Woodland Aquatic Center, which is right in the middle of the town. We have Tates Creek Aquatic Center, which is at the end of Gaines Way. We have Castlewood, which is on the north side of town. We have Douglas, which is off Georgetown Road.
What are the prices of the pools in the aquatic centers, guys?
The aquatic centers are 4 aquatic centers, which are Tates Creek, Castlewood, Southland, and Woodland are $5 for adults and $4 for children. Our neighborhood pools, which is Picadome, Shiloh, and Douglas, are $4 for adults and $3 for children. People.
For more information for Parks, for the pools and different stuff, where can people get information, pricing?
For more information and pricing, you can go to lexingtonky.gov and click the Parks and Recreation tab.
The 4th of July is almost here, and there are going to be a ton of great activities for you and your family to enjoy downtown. Laura Farnsworth with the Downtown Lexington Corporation explains.
Tell us who you are, what you do, Laura.
Hi, I'm Laura with the Downtown Lexington Corporation, and we're here today to talk about Lexington's 4th of July Festival, presented by Fifth Third Bank. This year, Lexington's 4th of July Festival will take place from Friday, July 1st through Monday, July 4th. There will be so many activities going on all throughout downtown and the surrounding neighborhoods. It's really going to be a great opportunity to come downtown. There's seriously something for everyone. On Friday, July 1st at noon, we'll have the Great American Pie Contest and Ice Cream Social, which is hosted by Alltech. Over 70 home cooks will bring their finest pies to the Fifth Third Bank Pavilion, and they'll be tested by judges. After that, we'll cut the pies up and give everyone a slice, along with some delicious Cheney's Dairy Barn ice cream. It's the perfect reason to come downtown on your lunch break. In the evening of Friday, July 1st, at the Fifth Third Bank Pavilion, we will have a Friday Night Live style concert featuring the Wanna Beatles. In case you can't guess, it's a Beatles cover band, national traveling act. They are amazing. The concert will start at 5:30, and of course, food and drink will be available for purchase. On Saturday, July 2nd, come down to the Fifth Third Pavilion for the Lexington Farmers Market. The market takes place that Saturday and every Saturday throughout the year from 7 a.m. until 2 p.m. Additionally, in the afternoon, check out the new Splash Jam Water Park. More information will be available at lexingtonky.gov. On Sunday, July 3rd, Lexington's Patriotic Concert will welcome guests to the lawn at Morrison Hall on Transylvania University's campus, and of course, the Gratz Park area as well. The Lexington Philharmonic will perform an amazing patriotic music concert for all to enjoy. The concert is free and food and drinks will be available for purchase. On Monday, July 4th, Lexington's 4th of July Festival will take to the street as thousands of runners will participate in the 40th annual Bluegrass 10K foot race. The race starts at 7:30 a.m. and registration information can be found at lexingtonky.gov. From 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., hundreds of vendors will take to the streets of downtown, vendors including concessions, arts and crafts, commercial businesses, and more. Additionally, 5 entertainment spots will be located downtown with all different types of music, rock, gospel, dance. It's definitely something you're not going to want to miss. At 2 p.m., Lexington's Independence Parade will march down Main Street from Midland Avenue to Mill Street. Around 100 different entries, including floats, community groups, equestrian groups, and of course marching bands, will join together and ring in the Independence Day. And finally, at 10 p.m., a fireworks display will light up the skies. In case you haven't heard, we've moved the fireworks display this year to near Commonwealth Stadium and Alumni Drive. There will be lots of parking available at Commonwealth Stadium, so don't worry, there's going to be plenty of opportunities to see the fireworks. For more information, you can find us at downtownlex.com and of course, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
There's a lot going on at City Hall this week. This includes the Council's Budget, Finance, and Economic Development Committee and the regular work session. You can watch these meetings on GTV3 or online. And you can find a complete listing of meetings and events on the city's website. It's lexingtonky.gov. Well, that's all for this week's edition of Lexington Now. We'll return next week with more news from your urban county government. But in the meantime, you can keep up with what we're doing by following us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. And now we have something new we want to tell you about. You can check out traffic in real time using our live interactive webcams. Or you can hear about traffic by following us on Twitter. Our handle is @LexRex. For the staff and producers at GTV3, I'm Sherelle Roberts, and that's it for now.
The preceding program was produced through the facilities of GTV3.